Good evening and welcome to the campus of Mobile Christian School in Lamar Harrison Stadium for another night of Mobile Christian varsity football as the Leopards look to go 4-0 on the season and hopefully go to 2-0 in the season in region play as they host the Escambia County Blue Devils out of Atmore. Escambia County comes in at 1-2 on the year and 0-1 in the region play last week. Escambia County lost on the road at number 1 Jackson, 40-0. The Leopards went on the road to get their first region win over Satsuma, 42-6. Pretty workmanlike game for the Leopards. It was never in doubt. Got off to a big lead and were able to play a lot of different players and got the win at Satsuma. And so tonight, another challenge at home against Escambia County. Next week, of course, the Leopards host number 1 Jackson. And so it's a big game in terms of region play to be able to get to 2-0, hopefully. And the Leopards come in tonight, and there'll be a little bit of a different look for the Leopards. On the offensive side of the ball, new starting quarterback tonight will be sophomore Israel Bernard. He's been really won the job in the preseason and was going to be the quarterback, but he got hurt. And so Landon Stewart has come in and done a great job in the first 3 games, leading the Leopards to a 3-0 record. And Landon will be seeing more time at his natural position at the linebacker spot, and that's really going to help us on the defensive side of the ball. But Landon, being a great team player that he is, he's got an opportunity to be a really good defensive player and one at the next level. But stepping in at quarterback in those first 3 games till Israel got healthy. But Israel is about 6'2", 190 pounds, 195-pound sophomore. Good size. He's a pocket-type passer. Throws a really pretty ball. Yeah. And so it's going to be interesting to see tonight him back there. I'm looking forward to watching him and seeing him throw the ball in the warm-ups. You can tell he's got a really live arm and a great release. But this being his first start and first varsity start, coming in and there's going to be some things that he has to encounter and see, and hopefully he can make those good adjustments. Another change you'll see tonight, Jason Todd is not going to start. Jason, of course, is the do-everything back for the Leopards, and everything goes through him. Through the first 3 games, Jason has rushed for 677 yards. It's 225 yards a game. He has scored 10 total touchdowns. He scored receiving the ball. He's scored rushing the ball. He has scored on kickoff return. And at some point this year, I could see him on the defensive side of the ball getting a pick 6 and taking it the other way defensively.
That'd be great.
Is what he's as we know, he's putting up these unbelievable stats as a running back.
Right.
But he's just as dynamic on the defensive side of the ball and as a defensive back. But he may see some action tonight. He's not starting, and you'll see how he warmed up with some things going on with him physically. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. That'll be something to look for tonight. But starting in his place will be Xavier Harris, who's run the ball well so far this year. And so we look forward to seeing Xavier back there, and also probably get number 18, Demarion Gatson may get a few more carries back there along with Xavier. But with Israel back there to throw, he's got some weapons to throw to, and some Ajay Law and Akeem Winston and Nicholas Grove. And last week, Ajay Law caught a long touchdown pass and had another couple of catches. Aiden Gaston got on the board.
Saw that.
He had one call back in the first half. It was about a 45-yard touchdown catch, and they took it off the board. But then in the second half, he got one.
Determined to get one.
And he got one, so that was good to see him get in the scoring column for the Leopards. But something that as we talk about defensively, the Leopards are led by Rico Prince, Roosevelt Patterson up front. two just really good defensive linemen that have really done a nice job in there, along with now having Landon Stewart back playing most of the snaps. Whether sometimes he'll be a defensive end, moving. He'll come up on the line, defensive end, also be at a linebacker spot. So, and then the back half of that defense is really one of the strong points with secondary with Hakeem Winston and Samaj Law. Somebody that's really stepped up this year as a freshman and done a tremendous job is Douglas Jones.
That's right.
And you think back to the last game that we were able to do against Presbyterian.
He played a great game.
He did, and he locked up on their best receiver and really did a fine job on him all night long. That receiver, he got one play where he scored a touchdown on, and the other touchdown was kind of a suspect one, I believe.
Yeah.
We defended it well, and but he was called in bounds. But LaDouglas has done a fantastic job back there, added to the other guys that we do have, and so that'll be something to look for tonight. Looking at Escambia County, as we said, they're 1-2. They lost their opener to Winona. It's a lot bigger school. Lost 19-0. And then in game 2, they beat Monroe County 24-6. And then last week, of course, went on the road to Jackson, number 1, and lost 40-0. And it's going to be a lot of teams that face that fate against Jackson. Jackson is we'll get a really good up close view of them next week.
For sure.
But in 4A, they're one of those. They're in one of those places right now that these teams don't come along often like that with the talent that they have, and not just the talent, but the high end talent with an SEC quarterback who's a 4-star and a 5-star running back. Who's an Alabama commit. They've got a North Carolina commit at receiver and defensive back. And then along with a host of other players that kind of get overshadowed and overlooked because of those big-time nationally ranked players.
Right.
But enough about them. We'll see. We'll deal with them next week. We've got a big game here right now tonight. The Leopards need to take care of business of an Escambia County team that we were wondering if we would face them tonight.
That's the first little bit of Escambia County personnel has finally made it to their sidelines. They've not been out here for warm-ups. I did notice, Joey, they have added some time.
Did they add some time on the clock? Well, thank you for – so they did add some time. I don't know if there were some transportation issues.
That's my best guess.
It probably is coming down I-65 on a Friday night, and if they made the mistake and took the airport boulevard exit, which teams do from time to time, always try to call them ahead, and we tell them don't take the airport exit. You'll be there for a while.
Absolutely.
And so not sure what happened, but over the last few minutes, we've seen some sideline gear being brought to the field. So there's coolers, there's some tents set up, and there's some tables set up over there. Yet to see a player on the sidelines, but glad that they're here. And so a few minutes starting later tonight. Right now there's 18 minutes on the game clock. So we're supposed to start in 3 minutes.
Right.
So we'll be about 15 minutes late starting. So a little bit of filler time here.
That's right.
So something that maybe not prepared for, but we'll figure out a way to fill the time. But we'll talk a little bit about Escambia County. Some of their personnel. They come into a record of 1-2. They're led by their quarterback, Cleo Bolar. He has one TD pass. He's only thrown the ball 13 times, but he's rushed the ball 30 times for 178 yards. And so he's one of their threats out of the backfield. Their running back with the most yards is Lamarian Arnold. He has 132 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns on the season. And like I said, kind of looking at their stats and some of the things, their first 2 games against 2 really good defenses, were shut out. So there's not a lot of numbers there. And most of their numbers came in the Monroe County win. But looking at it on film, they've got a lot of good athletes. There's some guys on there that passed the eye test for sure.
Gotcha.
in terms of being able – and for years, we played Escambia County, and they've always had athletes, and they've always pushed us in a lot of ways. They make athletic plays. Last year we were on the ropes up there in Atmore. They were driving with the football late in the game and made a couple of mistakes inside our territory that put them in a long fourth down, I believe, and then we were able to turn them over on downs and win the football game. But it was a tough road win. If I'm not mistaken, it may have been 13-7. Could be wrong on that, but I remember it was a tough road win for the Leopards last year. So, coming into tonight's game, that's something that we have to see, and with some of the players that I saw on film, and I just was able to take a look at the Jackson game a little bit, just a few minutes of it. I can see that they have some guys that can give us some problems.
Gotcha.
And so it'll be interesting to see how things match up, and it'll be interesting for us for the Leopards with Israel Bernard at the helm tonight.
Absolutely. I think I'm most excited to get to see him make the start, and
Right.
For a lot of good reasons.
Oh,
Number
sure.
one, not having Jason being in the starting lineup. It's nice to have our starting quarterback, and that's not to say that Landon did not do a great job while he was in there. I mean,
For sure. He did a wonderful job.
He played great, but like you said earlier, getting to see him in his natural position
Sure.
on defense, I think I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see Israel get to throw the ball a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think both of those things are, both sides of the ball. We've got something new to look for.
Right.
And so like I said, I think this could be a fun one to see those guys getting to play in their positions for the first time this season, and really maybe even get a good idea, a little bit more of what we might see for the rest of the season. And
Right.
willing that Jason gets healthy and back to 100%, that'll be. We've seen great play from this Leopard team already this year. And so
Certainly have.
if we could get to 100%, that'd be wild.
And got a couple of guys nursing some injuries that are playing and different things, and you get to this part of this, now 3 games in, and it doesn't take long to start seeing those little things pop up, and that's such a big story that we mentioned at the outset of the season. There was going to be an obvious situation for the Leopards just having smaller numbers to try to stay away from the injury bug, and they don't. Hold on just a moment. No, they don't. They do not open up. Thank you. Sorry about that. Just trying to help out the Escambia coaches in the booth next to us. They were trying to get settled in. So, that's going to be one of the things, Casey, we're going to have to follow all year long. And, prayerfully the guys will stay healthy, but we know there's probably going to be some times where there's going to have to be some moving pieces, and different guys will have to play in different spots, but
Sure.
Especially as you get into the meat of the season. But, for the Leopards, this is the first of a 3-game homestand over the next 3 weeks. As we mentioned, we got the game tonight, but next week we host Jackson, and then the following week on the 26th, out of region play St. Stanislaus out of Mississippi. They come over for homecoming, and so that's going to be a big week. A lot of things going on. Homecoming at Mobile Christian, as many of you that have followed the Leopards and been a part of the Mobile Christian family. Homecoming is a big deal here, and there's a lot of neat things that go on. A lot of traditions that are kind of unique to our little slice of heaven here. We call Mobile Christian, and some of the things are a little bit different, but really neat. And so it's always a great week for the students. They have a good time with it. Teachers, not so much. It's a little bit of a challenge for us in the classroom with the disruptions and the out of uniform and the crazy costumes, but at the same time, it's really a neat thing for all of our school family. And
absolutely, I think I've already realized I'm going to have to modify my class plans for that.
I would advise you to do that. You can But there's a lot of things you can do to continue the learning process. Just have to go about it in a little bit different
That's
way.
Right. We'll get creative.
And our teachers are fantastic at doing that. So, the
Blue Devils have finally made it to the field.
The Blue Devils have in their
getting their warm-ups in
royal
right now.
blue pants and white jerseys, royal blue helmets. That's a beautiful blue. It's one of my favorite blue. At my high school.
I was going to say, you're probably a little partial to it, I guess.
I'm partial to the royal blue from my Mount Dora Bible days. The Bulldogs, we were royal blue and white.
That's right.
But at this time, we're going to take just a quick break. Do want to remind you that we're getting started a little bit late because of Escambia County getting here late, and we're about to have the prayer and the national anthem, and we'll be right back in just a moment with some more pregame talk. And we're back after the national anthem. Once again, want to thank you for joining us on the MCSN network for tonight's football game as the Leopards host Escambia County. We are getting a little bit of a late start with Escambia County having some travel issues getting to the stadium. So we've still got about 8 minutes and 20 seconds of warm-up time on the clock before we get started. But we're excited for another night of Leopard football. Earlier this evening, we had elementary cheer night, and so all the elementary cheer girls, a number of young ladies were involved in that, and they've been involved in that all week. The varsity cheerleaders and their coaches, Kristen Hatcher and Ashley Barnes, done a fantastic job all week of working with those young ladies, and they've been all over the campus during the afternoon after school and in just about anywhere they could find a place with all the different groups, and they were learning their cheers and having a lot of excitement, and the girls were excited about that. They came out tonight earlier and performed and did their cheers, and tons of parents, grandparents, friends of those were here tonight. So it was a really good crowd. It's particularly great crowd early for that. They were out here 5:15.
Yes.
Ready to go.
Oh yes.
And so it's but as we sat here waiting and watching that, I kept waiting to look for the Escambia team, and there's no sign of them. I'd look at 6:15, no, 6:30. but then they finally were able to get here about 6:45. So we're going to start just a few minutes late. While we have a few minutes before we talk about a little bit more about tonight's football game, do want to remind you that Leopard Volleyball, varsity volleyball, is in action tomorrow at the Bayside Battle at the Bay tournament, or Battle by the Bay tournament at Bayside Academy. Leopards begin pool play at 8 o'clock in the morning. Leopards, we've got a tough 4 matches tomorrow. Got very challenging matches. Begin with Spanish Fort at 8. Play Mountain Brook at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Then at 12 o'clock, we play Prattville Christian, who's the defending 4A champions from last year. Spanish Fort's the defending 6A champions, state champions. Mountain Brook is a perennial power in 7A. And then for good measure, at 2 o'clock, we play Madison Ridgeland Academy out of Madison, Mississippi. And they are an outstanding volleyball team out of Mississippi. So, the Leopards have gotten off to a good start this year. Obviously defending champions in 3A last year, and have a good had a good win this week on Monday against Fairhope. Defeated Fairhope 3-1, and now look for some really good competition and a tough tournament at the Battle by the Bay. And then next week get into area play, traveling to St. Luke's on Tuesday and then hosting Cottage Hill on Friday. So if you have a chance to come out and support the volleyball team, that'd be great. We're going to bring those St. Luke's and Cottage Hill matches to you on the on MCS network. We want to let you know there's been a little bit of a change. I will not be doing the commentary. We'll have those live streamed, but I will not be able to do the commentary for those matches going forward. Because my duties have changed a little bit. I'll actually be on the bench helping out Coach on the bench. So that's the reason that we don't have audio at the time for our YouTube broadcast of our varsity volleyball at this time. So a little bit of change in that, but it's been exciting. Love the girls, and look forward to them having a great season as we move along. But talking about football tonight, as the Escambia County is continuing their warm-up, Leopards already finished their warm-up, but we, got a few minutes here. And I guess, Casey, something that we'll take a look at tonight that'll be, interesting. We talked about Israel Bernard being a quarterback and kind of what that will interest to see what that will look like from an offensive standpoint. He's a pocket passer. He's a guy that can really, spin the ball pretty well, and see what kind of dimension that opens up for us. And also having Jason Todd not starting tonight, and may or may not play. Just kind of depends on how things go. It kind of depended on how he warmed up as well and how he felt after the warm-up. So Xavier Harris will be getting the start at running back. So just some things to watch for.
Yep.
And just a little bit of unknowns going into this region game. But some exciting things, especially getting to see Israel behind center. And
I think having him come out, I almost want to just, and this is, personal preference, I'd love to see them let him just sling it right off the bat.
Well,
just
yeah.
I know you most likely you want to ease him into it, getting back in the rhythm of things, but
right.
Part of me is looking at it going, just let him go throw the ball and let him boost some confidence. But I know the coaches have put a good game plan together. We'll see how they start out, and the main thing is I just look forward to seeing what he can do and letting him get some real playing time this year for sure.
Yeah, so we're excited to see that, and taking a look at the Escambia County, you take a look at their offensive line that's warming up right now. Got some good sized young men on that line. Right tackle, big number 73. That's
Is that Lazavian?
Lazavian McKenzie. Is he a senior? Is he listed as a senior?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Lazavian. Good-looking young man there. Got some strong guys up front there. Quarterback, they've got a lefty that's warming up. He was not at quarterback last week, at least for some of the parts of the game that I saw. It'd be number 8, Jamarian Robinson. So he is warming up at quarterback, throws a good ball. And their leading receivers, number 5, KJ Taylor, along with Jalen James, Tristan Young, Darius McNeil. And their number 1 running back being Lamarian Arnold. So we've had the opening prayer. We've had the national anthem. Escambia folks are now filing into the stadium. Got less than a minute on the game clock for warm-ups. At this time, the Leopard captains are being led out onto the field. So we're just about to have a coin toss. So taking a look at midfield, captains coming out for the Leopards, number 13, freshman LaDouglas Jones, number 79. Landon Gardner, number 52, Trey Pitts, and number 2, Jason Todd. So we'll have the coin flip. Players will be coming on the field in just a moment. We'll be ready for some action. I want to thank you for joining us again on the MCSN Network. Along with Casey Crawford, this is Joey Adams bringing you the live action, along with Paxton Smolka on the camera for us. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you for the opening kickoff in just a moment. So the Leopards have are going to receive. The Blue Devils won the toss but deferred their option to the second half. So the Leopards will get the ball to begin the game. So we'll be back in just a moment with the kickoff as the Leopards are about to enter the stadium. And we're back, ready for action as the Leopards just came on the field to the familiar tones of Welcome to the Jungle. Leopards will be receiving to start this game. Back deep for the Leopards is going to be Samaje Law and Hakeem Winston. So we'll get to see on the first drive right out of the gate, number 10, Israel Bernard, as his first start for the Leopards. Straight toe kickoff picked up by Carson Stiles. He's up at the 35 to the 40. He rumbles ahead and gets into Blue Devil territory, and the Leopards will start with great field position just across the 50. 1st and 10.
Not a bad start at all.
Not a bad, no.
Field position.
And as we mentioned, Israel Bernard starting at quarterback, and Xavier Harris. Number 11 at running back, Aiden Gaston. At fullback, Demarion Gatson, number 18 in the slot. Samaje Law here, flanked out to the right. And on the far side of your screen, number 4, Hakeem Winston. Don't know what we're waiting on here. Play clock's down to 7. 6. Looks like we'll get it off here. Hand off to Xavier Harris.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. We turned the wrong way there, so off to a little bit of an inauspicious start for the Leopards. Loss of 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 14. Trips to the wide side of the field. Bernard back to pass, takes a look, finds his man over the middle. He's incomplete. Overthrew him just a little bit, looking for Hakeem Winston. Falls incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 14. One of the things we want to look at, good-looking guys up front for Escambia County. Got to think those ends are going to rush pretty hard. So Leopard offensive line, see what they can do to protect here on 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, they seem to give Israel a good bit of time.
Yeah, he had plenty of time on that.
We'll need that tonight.
Fakes the handoff. He rolls out to his right, takes a look. He's going to go ahead, and he finds his man. He gets hit out of bounds. Pass intended for Gatson. It's incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down. So Leopards go 3 and out on their first drive with great field position.
Blue Devils had some good coverage
Right,
across the
they
field
did.
on that one. Israel did everything he could with it, but they were blanking it on pretty good. So bit of a rough start, but see what the defense can put out on the field.
If we get this off, might have a Escambia County had about 27 guys on the field. It seemed like there was a lot. There was a lot of white jerseys out there.
I was trying to count, but more kept coming on. More kept going on.
About as many came on as went off, and they had too many to begin with. So they were given the timeout. They were granted the timeout, and that was a little miscommunication over there. But so 4th down, Carter Lewis on to punt. 11:03 remaining in the first quarter. Just getting started.
See if Carter can pin them in there pretty good.
Yeah, that's what we hope we can get a play in the field position game, see if we can pin them deep. So 4th down and 14 for the Leopards. Carter Lewis back to punt. Jalen James back deep for the Blue Devils. Snap is good. Gets it high, turns it over. Ball's going to hit out to 20, take a big bounce. Down inside the 5-yard line.
Holy
Down
cow.
at the 1, and what a terrific play by
Excellent play.
LaDouglas Jones. You can't do any better than that. What a terrific punt. Great punt coverage. And exactly what you want to do there.
Absolutely.
And trying to flip the field, pin them deep. You can't pin him any deeper than than Carter Lewis did on that one.
About as good as it gets right there.
So the Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 on their first drive. Deep in their own territory. Jamarian Robinson, quarterback in the pistol formation. Hands off up the middle. That's going to be a safety in the end zone. Looks like Roosevelt. Is that, or was that? That was Trey Pitts. I believe that was number. That's number 52. Trey Pitts shot in there.
He sure did.
On a just lead play. Trey Pitts, number 52, shoots in there, and the Leopards take the lead 2-0 on that safety. So, we talk about special teams all the time, and the weapon that Carter Lewis is. As a kicker and as a punter, you see it right there. And then not only did he do his job, but the coverage team and LaDouglas Jones. There's that name again. There's another freshman.
He's
not only the defensive side of the ball goes down there and pins them deep, and one play results into 2 points.
That's
and
incredible.
So,
great play all around from special teams to defense. That's what you want to see. Hopefully that'll give our offense a good spark.
Right. So a free kick from the 20-yard line, forthcoming from the Blue Devils. Leopard receivers, Law and Winston, just around the 40-yard line. Leopard 40-yard line, waiting on the free kick. Ball is punted. That's going to go to Winston. He gets it at the 40. He goes up to the 50. Finds room in the middle. Yeah, he gets a little bit of a break. He's brought down by number 13, but not before he gets deep into Escambia County territory. Looks like they're going to spot the ball right at the 40-yard line. Leopards take over, at the 35-yard line. So, quick opportunity for the Leopards to get out to get back on the field and see if they can get something going from that first drive.
Again, really good field position to start with. Let's see if we can get something out of it this time and really give these boys some confidence on this side of the ball.
Our back to pass, looks to his right. He's got his Xavier Harris out of the backfield, kind of running down the seam. He's going to pick up a first down. Ball is going to be spotted at the 25, right at the line to make. So, first complete pass there for Bernardi's 1 for 3 on the night. It's going to be up first and 10, 25, 10-16 remaining in the first quarter. As those of you joining maybe a little bit late, we're got a little bit of a late start due to Escambia County getting here late. Have a little problem with the chains here, or
not sure.
Or they're spotting the ball. They just haven't started the clock back up.
Yeah, they just sent 3 Blue Devils off the field. 2 more are coming back on.
Wonder if it may have been
They've only got 10 players on the field right now.
I think what we'll come back to it in a moment. Xavier Harris with the carry. He's going to get about 5 yards on first down. What happened was I think they had the players sent off by the they were sent off by the referees for their pants not being long enough. You got to cover your knees in high school football. That is not the case anymore in college football, nor the NFL. Basically, they're wearing shorts now.
Yep. Knee pads do not exist
no,
anymore.
they do not exist. No, it's just enough. You have a thigh pad. That's about it. Oh
no! Holy
wow!
cow.
What a great break for the Leopards. Mishandled
I think he
handoff.
got a yard out of that too.
He did gain a yard. The ball flew up in the air and it flew right back into his hands of Xavier Harris. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and short. But looking at 3rd down and 3.
I think that means Xavier must be living right.
I guess so.
Him.
A little
Good
bit
for
of
him.
You know, and it's just trying to get the timing down with the handoffs a little bit here, and a couple of guys getting their first varsity starts at their respective positions, and Xavier Harris at running back and Israel Bernard. He's going to take a look. He's going deep in the end zone. He's going to the back of the end zone. He's got his man, goes up. He had it, but I think he was trying to go for Samaje. No, it was Hakeem Winston. And one of the things about Hakeem's got great jumping ability.
He does.
Can go and high point that ball. You'll see that on the basketball court with his ability to get up and to jump. They were looking for that deep in the end zone. It's incomplete, so that's going to bring up a 4th down field goal attempt. The ball's going to be placed at the 25, so this will be a 35-yard field goal for Carter Lewis. Aiden Gaston with the hold. Puts it down. That ball's blocked, and that's going to be no good. They got penetration immediately. There was no there was a missed assignment there. I mean, that guy was in the backfield, came kind of right through the middle of the line, and so the Leopards unable to score on that blocked field goal attempt. And the Blue Devils will take over at the – see where they're going to place the ball. They're going to place the ball at the 21-yard line. Jamarian Robinson. He's going to pass the ball. He's down the middle. He's got his man right down the seam at the 40-yard line. That's number 7, Shamarian Matthews. Ball's going to be out to the 43-yard line. First down, and good-looking ball there from Jamarian Robinson. Matthews going right down the seam. It's going to bring up 1st and 10. Tight twins formation. Goes out to the left. He had his man, number 15, Yadarius McNeil, but he slipped coming out of his break, and like the timing was off. Yeah, and he was wide open.
He had it, yep.
He was open. Didn't see, but the Leopard linebacker dropped deep. He broke off his route, and he catches that. He's got a lot of room to run. It's going to bring 2nd down. He's got his man out here. It's Baker. Excuse me, that's KJ Taylor. 5-yard, maybe 4-yard pickup. Keem Winston did a good job coming up in coverage. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6.
See what the Leopards can do here on 3rd down.
Looking down the middle really kind of throws into –
Lot
really
of
didn't have
traffic.
anybody else. A lot of traffic there,
A lot
yeah.
of leopards around there. But
Tyrone Floyd, he had dropped into coverage, but there were 4 Leopard defenders there.
yeah.
And really nothing doing for the Blue Devils. So fourth and 6. Actually, make that 4th and 5.
Yeah.
4th and 5 from the 48-yard line. They're gonna go for it here on 4th down. 12 seconds on the play clock. Gonna have to hurry to get this play off.
I was gonna say they're pushing it.
Just do get it off. Finds his man to the left, unable to hook up with the receiver. Number 15, Darius McNeil, and the Blue Devils will turn it over on downs. Leopards will take over 1st and 10 with 7:19 remaining in the first quarter. Leopards have a 2-0 lead. Kind of a defensive battle in this. Neither one of the offenses have really been able to get anything going other than about one play.
Right, a couple plays here and there,
Yeah.
but nothing huge, and just still kind of working out some kinks, it seems like.
Both of them had a 1st down completion, and that's really the only offense that's been generated.
That's right.
So the Leopards come out for their 3rd drive. Bernard mishandles the snap. He's able to pick it up. He's under pressure, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield by number 12, Mirio Crenshaw. Mirio Crenshaw, defensive end, gets the sack. It's a loss of 2nd down, as a loss of 8. It's going to be 2nd down at 18. Right now, the Leopards are pretty close to being into negative yardage territory. Losses of 4 on the first drive, negative play of 8 yards on that one. Bernard back to pass, got the screenplay set up. Good block out in front by Landon Gardner. Another good block by Samaje Law, and Xavier Harris down the sideline, just across the 30-yard line. Great play call. Rush was coming, and able to get the 1st down. Key block by, you saw it, number 79, Landon Gardner.
He was out there in a hurry, and he was just pushing that dude right out the way. I tell you what, that was a great play call and great execution from the entire offense. Good ball there from Israel, and good catch and run from Xavier.
Yeah,
that's what you want to see.
And like to see down the field, Samaje Law doing his job, receivers blocking down the field. That particular situation. Looks like the Leopards are going to have to call timeout here. They just do get it off. He's got pressure on the backside, but he finds his way. He's got a man open, slides down, and he's unable to make the. Yeah, he was unable to make the catch. That ball was incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like.
The side judge over here was going to give him but he couldn't see. But
I think the line judge immediately said incomplete.
Yeah, he saw it incomplete. Nice play by Israel Bernard he kind of.
I think he was falling too when he made the pass. It looked like he slipped. He got out of the pressure.
He felt the pressure, stepped up in the pocket, rolled through it on a run, and almost had his guy. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 29-yard line. 5:54 remaining in the first quarter. Leopards leading 2-0. Hand off to Xavier Harris, and he is dropped in the backfield by number 56, Brian Knott. Knifed in there. Another tackle for loss. That's going to be a loss on the play of 2 yards, and we're at 5:32 mark, so it's going to be the first heat timeout of the night here midway through the first quarter. So we're going to take that break with them. We'll be back with this 3rd down and 12 play here on the MCSN network in just a moment. So the Leopards face a 3rd down and 12. Bernard back to pass, got the rush coming, and he's stripped of the ball, and it's picked up by Escambia County. And that's going to be a turnover. Ball, Blue Devils take over at the 46-yard line. And there's pressure right up the middle. Again, Mirio Crenshaw with his 2nd sack of the night, forced fumble. And Leopards are having a tough time on the offensive side of the ball, getting anything going. And Blue Devil offense back on the field.
Offensive line had a great start, giving Israel a bunch of time. This last couple plays, it looked like they were struggling a little bit, so I don't know if that's just not really knowing what they're looking at.
They're really
see if we can make some adjustments on that.
Yeah, they're coming after him.
They are,
and they certainly did on that particular play.
I think they're definitely going to force him to try and make some quick decisions. So we're going to see if he can run with that.
Back to pass, looking down. He's got his man down the sidelines. Caught out of bounds for a huge gain. That's number 7. Shamarian Matthews, his 2nd catch of the night. This one goes for about nearly 35 or 40 yards down to where they're going to mark it, at the 19-yard line.
Yes, sir.
Kind of got lost in, we lost him in coverage. Safety corner let him go, and the safety really didn't come over the top there. It's late getting a handoff up the middle, stood up at the line. Might have picked up 2 yards at the most. Didn't get a number on that running back. He's got his pads kind of.
Is that 11?
Yeah, it's 11. That's Lamarion Arnold. That's their running back. Lamarion Arnold, his first carry of the night. I take that back. His 2nd carry of the night. His first carry of the night.
That's right.
Went for negative couple yards and a safety.
Oh, they got him on that.
Looks like the Leopards drawn off sides on the hard count. So it's going to be 1st and 5 with 4 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Leopards leading 2-0. Hand off to, he's brought down in the backfield. Landon Douglas, Nicholas Grove in on the play. It's number 0, Ronald Jackson. Ronald Jackson on the carry.
Yeah, Landon came through pretty quick, jammed that up.
He did.
Nick did a good job finishing it.
Yeah, Landon, played a ton of defense last year as a big guy. He's really gotten so much bigger this year. And I noticed it more when he's on the defensive side of the ball, because that's where I saw him that much last year. But he's playing with a hand on the ground this year, defensive end. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. Play clock running at about 12 seconds. Pass deep in the end zone, nothing going to be there. It's out of bounds, no really chance. And that ball, had it been completed, would not have counted, because KJ Taylor, the receiver, stepped out of bounds at about the 5-yard line before he came back inbounds to make an attempt at the ball. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 6. Leopards seeing if they can get a 4th down stop here after turning the ball over on their last possession. Got this man down the middle. pressure from Dede Gatson up the middle caused Robinson to kind of throw off his back heel and really rush that pass. He had his man open,
I was going to say,
but there's no way he could get it to him.
Two guys across the middle and just threw it right past both of them. Like you said, throwing off that back foot, a little bit sidearm too with it.
Yeah, and I thought he kind of had some happy feet there. I thought he could have hung in there a little bit more. I think he started retreating a little bit. I didn't think the pressure was that much for him to be rushed at. I may be wrong, but good for the Leopards as they'll take over now 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. See if they can get something going here. 3:09 remaining in the first quarter. Xavier Harris, he does breaks out. Nice job that time. He's going to pick up about 8 on the play. Actually, that's Samaje Law. That's Samaje Law at running back, somebody we have not seen at running back. And I like that look because Samaje's
he hit that hole fast.
He does. He hits the hole fast. He's a big, strong runner, and he hit that hole really fast there. Picked up 8 yards on 1st down. So he stays in the backfield with Bernard. He gets the ball again, but they are just loading it up in the box, and I don't believe there's going to be any gain on the play. Maybe a loss of they're going to make it a loss of 2 on the play. A lot of negative yardage plays for the Leopards, and got to give credit to that defense. A lot of tackles for loss.
Putting a lot of pressure on the backfield right now, and just like I said earlier, I think they're doing that to get some penetration and trying to make Israel make some quick decisions maybe. And so we'll see if they can pick that up as the night progresses.
Looks like the Leopards are going to let the play clock run down, call a timeout here. 1:42 remaining in the first quarter. The Leopards lead 2-0 and facing a critical 3rd down and 4. Trying to keep the drive alive, keep the chains moving when we come back from this timeout. Samaje Law breaks through.
My goodness.
Terrific play by Samaje Law. Breaks through quickly and then takes on the defensive back, picks up the 1st down.
Running with a
out to see, he sure did. I was looking down, turning on the mic, and the play already happened, and I see him busting through the backfield and running over a guy. So Dede gets the little shuffle pass, strings it out, can't get upfield, and he's going to lose a yard on the play. Escambia County doing a good job of stringing that out, and those defensive linebackers are posing a problem for the Leopard offense. Mira Crenshaw, number 12, number 56. Brian Knott, number 4. Tristan Young, running sideline to sideline out there. Number 9 as well. Antonio Brown. Second down and 11. Hand off to Law. He breaks up the middle. This time he's brought down for a gain of about 4. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, the Leopards, the 2-run single, lead 2-0. Now they were able to get a safety there on the Blue Devils' first drive. The Leopards were able to tackle them in the end zone for a safety, and the Leopards take a 2-0 lead. The game really dominated by both defenses.
For sure.
So something that Leopards able to pick up a first down was big there. Being able to get out of inside of their own 20 out here, but now after the quarter break, we'll face another 3rd and long situation. And what we've seen on these 3rd and long situations, they're coming with the house.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be coming after him for sure. See if the coaches can dial up something where Bernard's got a quick pass. He can
Right,
throw.
if you can get something out and maybe get it to one of the receivers in space. And I want to tell you we're proud to have top-notch sports medicine coverage brought to you by Infirmary Health Sports Medicine and Gulf Orthopedics. Whether on the field or on the court, our athletes are supported by a dedicated team of professionals, including on-site athletic trainer Jemai Johannesson and team physician from Gulf Orthopedics to ensure the safety and peak performance. We're grateful for the commitment to our athletes, providing expert care every step of the way. 3rd down play, out to Samaje Law, and he's going to be brought down. Get another loss on the play, maybe a loss of a yard. So
I tell you, I like the play call there. I
Yeah.
think there's probably maybe some missed blocks, but it's good play call there on 3rd down.
Yep, try to
quickly get it into the hands.
if you get one block, maybe
Yeah.
bust
Oh, yeah.
that and get into first down territory. But Carter Lewis, who last time set up a Leopard score
That's right.
by pinning them inside the 1, got a flag on the play. Probably some type of pre-snap movement against the Leopards. Flag was thrown by the.
I think they've got 12 men on the field.
They may.
1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. Oh, nope. Maybe I just can't count. Nope, they do. 12. Yep. Yeah, they have 12 men on the field.
So in illegal participation, 12 men on the field. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 3. So Leopards, send the offense, and they're calling for the big cat, and that's going to bring Landon Stewart in at quarterback and bringing a couple of big bodies in the big cat here on 4th down. So big 4th down play here for the Leopards. Rico Prince comes in along with Landon Gardner, and afraid the Leopards are going to probably have to call a timeout here. We may have 12 guys on the field. Yeah, we do. And the Leopards are going to call timeout. So the Leopards call timeout, and we'll be back for this 4th down play in just a moment. So we come out.
They've got 12 men out there.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got 12 men on the field. Amazing. Coming out of the timeout, we'd been counting up here. We saw 12 men in the huddle, and we broke with 12 men in the huddle. So the Leopards.
I don't know. Somebody was out there that shouldn't have been, or
yeah.
Or
well, we're
really
back
sure.
where we started. They had 12 men on the field. Then we have 12 men on the
That's
field.
right.
So we're back to punt now on 4th and 8. Carter Lewis gets a hold of that one. That ball is going to be caught at the 15. Makes a move. What a tremendous play. That's number 1, Jalen James. He's down the sideline. He gets a block. He's got one man to beat. And he is run down from behind.
That was Landon.
That was Landon Stewart running him down from behind at the 21-yard line. And Jalen James caught that under some pressure and made one man miss. Yeah. So a huge turn of events right there. Costly penalty out of the timeout for the Leopards to not be able to run that 4th and 2 play after calling a timeout because they didn't have the right personnel at first, and then they make the mistake of having 12 in the huddle and get a good punt, but the coverage broke down a little bit, and Escambia County is in good position here at the 21-yard line. Handoff up the middle, bounced outside. He's got room.
It's coming back.
He cuts it back, but it looks like
going to get a little bit of holding.
Yeah, maybe that was the reason there was that much room. So that's going to come back. It's going to be a holding call against Escambia County. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and it's going to bring
Not really sure what's happening right now.
Why did the chains move? The chains don't move on that.
No. That's – yeah, I was going to say that they're having some trouble spotting the ball.
Absolutely.
The chain should not be up.
No, the chain should not move. It should be the spot of the ball.
Okay, so the original spot must have been
right.
The 19.
Yeah. No, the original spot was not the 19. The original spot was the 21-yard line. Original spot was on the other side. Was this on this side of the 20?
So yeah, so the chains.
So they moved the chains, and they should not have moved the chains.
The chains were laying down on that last play, like at the end of the line. I did not see them before the play, but they were laying down.
It's the shades of last week. I mean, just the spotting of the ball has been a coin flip. Got his man open over the middle. He slips. That ball is picked off by Samaje Law.
Running down.
He's coming in. He's got a guy coming down the sideline. He was able to see him. He's drug out of bounds.
15 more.
Yep.
Coach Barnes going and protecting Samaje.
Well, the second time they've had a receiver slip down, and they were able to. Samaje Law was there to pick it off. So once again, the defense are stepping up and making plays, and neither offense has been able to get anything going of any sort. So see if the Leopards can get something going here with 10 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Man,
they haven't made a call on this penalty yet.
Personal foul, out of bounds.
So it's 15. Should be 15 more from that spot.
Yeah, 15 from the spot where he was drug out of bounds. So the Leopards are going to be in Blue Devil territory. They're going to spot the ball at the 39-yard line.
Again, great field position to start.
Right.
Let's see what they can draw up for this offensive drive here.
Law in the backfield once again. He gets the handoff, breaks it out into the secondary, spins, and he's brought down right at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 9. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 1. Brought down by number 4, Tristan Young. Samaje is giving us a spark here, running the football.
O-line has been good on a few of those plays, have given him some holes to run through.
All right.
See if they can get to that next level.
He gets it again, breaks out to the outside, cuts up field, he's out, puts his head down, he's going to step out at the 16-yard line. It's close to a holding penalty on the Leopards here. Day did a good job of, he was about ready to grab the guy because he had moved and he didn't. And I was like, keep your hands off him. Good job.
Good on him.
Yeah. 2 big runs by Samaje Law. The Leopards are in business at the 16-yard line. He gets it again. He's found his way over the left side. He's to the 5. Woo. Lays a hit. Reaches the ball. Oh. And they're going to say he's out at the 1-yard line. Thought he might have got the ball inside the pylon there. But we'll take it. So the Leopards are going to be set up 1st and goal. Ball's placed right at the 1-yard line. 9:22 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Leopards trying to extend their 2-0 lead. Got to think they're probably going to go right back to that. They have found some running lanes there right over the left side. Law gets it this time. Nothing doing. A little bit of a kind of a bad exchange. Didn't really get a good exchange. And
I'm gonna say this just to always give some O-line some love, but Landon Gardner came around on that last play.
Right.
And Samaje saw him and just followed right behind him.
Right.
He laid on some good blocks, so that was a fantastic play and a great run.
So loss of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal from the 2-yard line. It's been the Samaje Law drive to this point. 3 carries. He gets another. He's over the left side. He's getting a push, and it looks like he is going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Leopards. So the Leopards are finally able to break through, get on the board after the interception, capitalizing on that interception. And that defensive possession and that drive was brought to you compliments of Samaje Law. He gets the interception, brings it back, get into great field position. 4 carries for 39 yards on that drive and a touchdown.
6 points.
8-0 the Leopards lead. Extra point pending. 8:28 remaining in the 2nd quarter.
I was going to say, somebody give Samaje a water bottle. He needs it.
Snap is good. Kick is up and good. And with 8 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter, the Leopards extend the lead to 9-0 over the Escambia County Blue Devils.
Offense really looked like they were jobbing on that one, picking some stuff up. O-line looked like they were getting
and like you said, we got some holes here. We got that pull, as you said, with Landon there, and he did a great job, did Samaje, of just following that lead blocker and then busting to the outside. And
being patient, waiting for that to open up, and then hitting it whenever it's there. That was, man, Samaje he's putting on a show right now.
Sure is. We'll be back for the kickoff in just a moment. Carter Lewis kicks it off deep and into the end zone for another touchback. Blue Devils will take over at the 20. Couple of scores of note. Jackson High School is ahead of Baker, 14-7. Jackson, who we play next week, leading the Baker Hornets, 14-7. Second quarter action. UMS Wright and Viger tied at 6. First and 10 for the Blue Devils. Handoff up the middle. It's number 0, Ronald Jackson. It's brought down by Tyrone Floyd. Pickup of 3 on the play. Give him 4. Pickup of 4 on the play. Be second down and 6. He breaks outside. He's run down from behind, but he keeps going, and he's going to look like he might be spotted to pick up that first down. He either went out of bounds or they're going to give him the first down. So he initially was hit out there, but he kept his legs moving and moved the pile and able to get a first down. Move the chains for the Blue Devil offense, led by number 8, Jamarian Robinson. It's gotten them in trouble is the pass a little bit, thrown a couple of interceptions, some incomplete passes, that big interception last drive. This time, Nicholas Grove stepped up in there, but the defensive line, Landon Stewart, Rico Prince, strung that out, and it's going to be a tackle for loss. That's going to be a loss of 2, second and 12.
That was a great play by Grove right there, jumping up there and making that play.
Robinson back to pass, looks to his left.
Oh, nice
Ball's
play.
knocked down by Rico Prince. Rico Prince able to get pressure, get his hand up, and knock that ball down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12. 6:49 remaining in the second quarter. 3rd and 12. And this is what you like to see. Try to get the defense, or try to get the offense in a 3rd and long situation.
I'll tell you, that almost looked like he was throwing it to Rico there for a second.
Back to pass down the middle. He's looking for his
Picked
man.
off.
That's another interception. Carson Styles. The interception. You know, number 5, KJ Taylor, he wasn't even looking for the ball.
No, he was not. He hadn't turned his hand around or anything.
The ball went right past him. He was open because Carson was behind him and playing deep, and he made a play on the ball. But I think KJ Taylor was the most surprised guy in the stadium that the ball whizzed right by his head, and I think he was big break for the Leopards. Second turnover of the night.
That's right.
That the Leopards have gotten. So, once again, very good field position. Ball at the 48-yard line. 6:42 remaining in the first half. See if the Leopards can capitalize again off of that turnover. Fakes the handoff, pressure up the middle, and that's going to be a penalty flag, That's going to be an intentional grounding because the ball never passed the line of scrimmage, and there was no receiver in the area anyway either, and he was not out. He was outside the tackle box, but didn't get past the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be
a
loss of down, spot of the foul. It's going to bring up second down and 15. You know, they went play action there. They went play action, and 56 did not bite.
No.
He flew through and was able to get all over Israel. I can see trying to go play action on that first play. We'd run the ball, run the ball, and see if we could,
that whole last series
get a shot deep.
Pass.
But it's going to be second down and long. Hand off to Samaje Law. He breaks out to the right. He's brought down. Falls forward about the 50-yard line, maybe just shy of the 50. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 13. That'll be the last. See if they'll stop play here at 6 minutes. Probably will if we don't get the play off. Before the second quarter heat timeout stoppage. Guess we'll make this play. Take this play. It'll be on the. It'll probably be after this play.
Third and real long.
Yeah, 3rd and long here. Bernard back to pass, under pressure. He's got a man over the middle. Oh, right through the hands of Demarion Gatson.
Got 2 receivers in that same area.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was kind of a. Don't know if that was a missed route. Yeah. I think the coaching staff is saying they've got to get out of the way. I believe Gatson was probably supposed to go deep and be the one to take out the guy and bring it underneath with Keem Winston. Well, that's going to be up 4th down. We've got a timeout. We're going to take it with him, and we'll be back in just a moment. Fourth down and long for the Leopards. Once again, Carter Lewis on the punt. Get the most action he's gotten all year punting the ball. He punts it, gets it high, gets it to turn over. That ball is going to bounce at the 5. And it is down inside the 1-yard line. What a terrific play. Day-Day Gatson was able to knock that ball out of bounds, get it before it went into the end zone.
That was beautiful all around. Great punt by Carter there.
No. What was crazy? He didn't give the touchback signal. I didn't think. I thought he marked it out of bounds.
They ruled it later. Did they?
Well, the guy down there made the call.
I wonder who came down and.
Well, I mean, it was a great punt, and that ball took a left hand. It was probably hit there on the hash, and took a left-hand turn just barely into the end zone. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Blue Devils. 5:22 remaining in the second quarter. The Leopards lead 9-0. Jamarian Robinson receiver late coming on the field for the Blue Devils. Handoff up the middle. Nothing doing really there. Leopards do a good job.
Get him.
Yeah, but that receiver coming on late may not have. He's either should have been off the ball or on the ball. One of the two. So that's going to be a penalty against the Blue Devils. They'll be marked off 5 yards. That'll be 1st and 15. 5:01 remaining. Empty backfield. Little throw out into the flat. It's incomplete. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15. Intended receiver out of the backfield was number 11, Lamarian Arnold. Second down and 15. Looking deep down the sidelines. That ball is going to be out of bounds.
I think Douglas wanted that one.
Good coverage on the play. Douglas playing over the top. As the safety was going to be there. Ball was thrown about 5 yards out of bounds. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15. Leopards looking to get off the field here, maybe get back. Be able to get another drive going in before the half.
It's going to be a delay of game.
Yeah, weren't able to get that play off. It's going to make it 3rd down and 20.
They're giving them the timeout.
Oh, they did give them the timeout.
Looks like they are.
I looked up and saw the play clock at 0, and
Nope, they're not calling it. They're giving them the flag.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
yeah,
They're bringing them back out. Heads up, Leopards. Nope, now they're waving it
now they're
off.
waving it off.
Very confused.
Both teams are back out on the
I don't
field.
know.
What are they going to send them for a timeout again?
It's
Who
the
knows?
Fastest timeout I've ever seen. All right.
All right. So there's no play. Timeout called. 3rd down and 15. A lot of pressure there. Ball thrown over the middle.
Ooh.
Almost another interception there for the Leopards. But it falls incomplete. A lot of pressure from Rico Prince.
Yep.
Robinson had to kind of get rid of it when he didn't want to, overthrew his receiver. It's going to bring up 4th down and 15. Leopards send Samaje Law back deep.
Why not? You think with them pinned back this far, I wonder if they'll go after this punt. It seems like they're playing it safe, and I don't think I blame them here.
Yeah, kind of playing the field position game.
They
don't have a man deep.
No, there's
They got another man coming on. The
they
ball
don't have a
snapped
punter
up
out there.
They don't have a punter.
Lay on it.
There's a flag.
That's a touchdown.
No, they
Did
blew
throw the
they
flag?
blew
Did
the
they
play
blow it
dead. Seriously, they did not have a punter. I thought they had somebody short there, but the young up man allowed the ball to go over his head. That's not something you see every day.
I'm not sure.
A delay of game first, 'cause that clock hit 0 way before they snapped the ball.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, got lucky on that.
Well,
one
legal procedure
because-
because they had a guy running onto the field as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think there was
it
probably
was-
a lot of calls for a flag.
yeah,
on that play.
it was
Just pick one and go with it, I guess.
It was hard to follow that one.
Yeah.
Okay, now we do have a punter deep. Not very deep, but they do have someone back there now because they did not.
No. And that was a weird snap, too, so.
Leopards are coming. They don't know if they got a piece of it, but I think he shanked it right to the right. It's going to be a net punt of about 15 yards. Or no, 10 yards. Ball's going to be spotted at the 20.
That's tough. Well, 4.5 minutes left. Let's see if
4.5 minutes to go, and the Leopards get great field position. Xavier Harris back in at running back. Samaje Law is flanked out to the right. All alone, looks like single coverage out there. See if they take a shot into the end zone on a sudden change here. Now I give it to Xavier Harris. He's up the middle. Once again, not getting a very good exchange with the running backs and a quarterback tonight. It's not really been a clean handoff just yet. Pickup of 2, second down and 8. Just a little bit of out of sync on a Leopard offense, and that's to be seen with the quarterback getting his first start and a lot going on and trying to get that timing. Little slant pattern, nice play, puts it right on the money to Akeem Winston. Touchdown Leopards, and there is the arm
that was a great
ability. The ball threw it in a perfect window, threw him open. It's pretty good coverage.
Yeah.
You know, but Akeem Winston beat him to the inside. He put the ball right where he could catch it in stride. Threw a dot. The Leopards take a 15-0 lead. Extra point pending. 3:42 remaining in the second quarter. Carter Lewis on the attempt the extra point. It's down and it's good. 3:42 remaining in the second quarter. The Leopards lead the Escambia County Blue Devils 16-0. So the Leopards take advantage of that mistake on special teams and those penalties by Escambia County, and take advantage of the short field. Up 16-0, and they'll be kicking off in just a moment. We'll be back in just a moment. Carter Lewis tees it up. Kicks it high, kicks it right around the 4-yard line. Taken by the deep receiver. James, he breaks one tackle, breaks out in the middle. He's got room. Oh, he's drugged down by the jersey. Huge tackle, drugged down by the jersey by Trey Pitts, number 52. Had he not drugged him down by the jersey, he was going to get out into That could have been interesting.
Yeah, he had some wide open field in front of him.
He sure did. Now there's a flag on the play.
It's way over on the side. Of the
yeah, I don't know what they called. They called a horse collar. I didn't think it was a horse collar. I thought he grabbed his jersey. So that's going to give him the ball at the 50-yard line. I mean, he had a handful of jersey, and you saw the jersey pull.
I'm not sure.
I guess he initiated at what would be a horse collar. So good field position. Once again, they have a young man coming on late. It's kind of been what they've struggled with all night. Handoff, another slip down on the turf. That's the same young man. He has slipped the whole game, and
you might need to invest in some new cleats. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but you're right. He slipped.
He slipped in on his routes twice, and that's number 15. That's Yadarius McNeil. Gets the carry. He's able to go straight ahead this time. picks up a few yards, gets it around into Leopard territory, picks up 3 on the play. Going to be 3rd and 8, clock at 2:36 remaining in the second quarter.
Got 12 men out there again.
They do, yeah. They've got another man running off, and so they're going to back them up. I'm going to take a break for just a second, see somebody here, and I'll be right back.
See if the Blue Devils can get their personnel situated. Looks like they've got 4 receivers up to the top. Oh. Aiden Gaston, he wanted that one. Though he'd like to have that one back. That's going to bring up about 4th down and 12.
Appreciate that, Casey, taking over for just a minute. Had to see my good friend, the living legend, Mobile Christian legend, Mr. Johnny Albritton, at the game tonight. Always good to see Mr. Johnny. And well known by many people here. And got his Alabama jersey on.
Absolutely.
Which is that goes without saying. He's going to have something Alabama on.
Too many men on the field?
I think they said delay a game for that one. I am.
Penalty yardage is piling up tonight. The negative play yardage is piling up tonight for both teams. But the Leopards lead 16-0, 2:14 remaining in the second quarter. Leopards got close to blocking it last time.
Looks like they're playing it safe here, maybe.
Yeah, got nobody deep. Ball's punted much better. It turns over, and it's going to be bouncing down inside the 10, the 15, and
oh, man.
Yadarius McNeil is able to make the play and get the ball down inside the 1-yard line. So a huge punt and change of field position there with 2:01 remaining in the second quarter. Leopards are going to be back pinned deep in their own territory. And we saw this in the first quarter.
Yep.
That's how the Leopards got on the board with a Carter Lewis punt, pinned them inside the 1. On the very next play, Trey Pitt split the gap and tackled the ball carrier in the end zone for a safety. So anxious to see what the Leopards dial up here. You know, sometimes you can go for deep here. You know, sometimes you get a little press coverage. You got a lot of room if you can maybe take a shot deep. They're going to do that. He's looking. He's going over the middle. He's trying to find his man. Nothing there. And he was pressured all the way out of the end zone. Hit as he threw the ball was Bernard. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10, minute 55 remaining in the second quarter. You know, right here, you know, we've not been great offensively tonight, but having that 16-0 lead, don't want to give anything back.
No.
Right here with 2 minutes left to half, and they have the ball coming out of halftime.
True. Got to hustle to get on the ball for this one.
Yeah, and the Leopards have used at least one timeout. They may have one remaining. Bernard, he looks, he's going over the middle for his man, and almost a great catch by Dede Gatson. Goes up with one hand. He almost makes a great catch with it. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. And another incomplete pass. The clock stops with 1:50 to go. Escambia County only has one timeout remaining in the half.
See if they can dial up here.
Yeah, try two pass attempts out of the end zone here. Look like they're going to bring a lot of pressure here. They are. They come off the corner. He's got his man open. He hits Akeem Winston right at the 11-yard line. That's going to be close enough. They might give him the first down on that. And that's going to be enough to get the first down. So big first down there, at least to keep the clock moving, keep the chains going, and keep possession of the football.
I don't think the ref saw it, but that clock was at 0 for 8.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's keeping an eye on it, but I think we got a little lucky not to get a delay game on that one. But
Man, y'all picked that up. I didn't see that, and we'll take it. Hand off to Law. He bounces around. Sorry, that's Xavier Harris. Picks up about a yard. Nothing doing there. The clock continues to run. It's going to be a second down and really no gain on the play. So that'll be second down and 10. I don't know, with just a minute left in the half, Leopard's probably content to let the clock run out here,
Yeah.
maybe keep the ball on the ground.
I think
It was
if they
good
had-
getting that first down.
Yeah, I think
and
if they had better field position,
yeah,
might
you
see
might try to
different,
do
but
something, but
it's just smart play right
Yeah.
here. Take care of the ball and take that lead into halftime.
and
Just start with
snap is high, and ball is fumbled. Escambia County has a timeout. Doesn't look like they're going to use it here, and I think that's going to be it for the first half. Leopards don't have to run another play, and they're going to take it on to the locker room at halftime. With a lead of 16-0. Well, it hasn't been pretty, but for the Leopards, 16-0 is pretty. You'll take it, and a lot of mistakes to clean up, and some confusion on the sideline, and some things that haven't been our best performance, but we take a 16-0 lead into the half, and that's what matters at this point.
That's right.
And so we're going to take the break with you at halftime. Escambia County Band will perform, followed by the Leopards. Followed by the Spirit of MCS Band. We'll let you enjoy that. We'll be back after the bands perform. Get you set for second half play as the Leopards lead 16-0.
Jackson. So fresh and so clean. And the international flair.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that outstanding performance by the Spirit of MCS Band. A fantastic show. Always fun to watch, and so proud of our band program, and definitely was appreciated by the fans as you heard the round of applause for that outstanding performance. This time the elementary cheerleaders look like they're coming out to do a big cheer in front of everyone as they've culminated their week for Elementary Cheer Week. They've been working all week, every day after school, all over campus, learning cheers, and the varsity cheerleaders have done a fantastic job with these little girls, and it's a lot of fun for them and a really neat week and ending night when they get to come out on the big field and get to perform in front of all these people. So it's always a fun night for them. We're going to take a break and be back with recap the first half action and bring you all the second half action live here on the MCSN network. We'll see you in a few. And we're back, just about ready to start second half action. The Leopards will be kicking off. And Carter Lewis kicks off to begin the second half. Leopards leading 16-0. Ball's going to be just shy of the goal line, taken by number 1, James. He breaks out to the left. He's able to cut back upfield, gets out to about the 35-yard line. It's a pretty good field position to start the second half. First and 10 for Escambia. Escambia unable to move the ball a whole lot in the first half. Kind of showed little sparks here and there, but they were usually their own worst enemy with the turnovers, a couple of interceptions, penalties that backed them up, put them in bad field position. They begin the second half. Jamarian Robinson at the quarterback. He hands it off. Running back stood up at the line. That's number 0, Ronald Jackson. Ronald Jackson gets the carry. Picks up a yard on the play. Brings up second down and 9. Gets the ball again. He's breaks through the backfield, breaks through the line into the defensive backfield, and gains it. Tyrone Floyd got great penetration, but ran right by him and only got a hand on him. Was not able to bring him down.
I was gonna say he broke that pretty good, and then turned on the jets fast.
Yeah, he did. Picked up
that acceleration was something else.
First down, 10, ball right at the midfield stripe.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to be flag thrown.
I think there's 11. I think.
Not sure what the
having a conversation with the Blue Devil offensive line.
Yeah. Going to mark off 5 yards. Not sure what the call was. He never did give a signal for the call. He just dropped the flag. See if he gives a signal here, if he's just going to pick up his flag. Legal substitution.
I don't know if it was that or just somebody going on and off, or maybe
I know what it was. It may be.
Did they break the huddle, or I guess what?
I don't know if it was need to bring your. I don't know what it was.
That's confusion.
Nonetheless, it's first and 15. Break for the Leopards. Hand off to Jackson again. He picks up about 3 on the play. I don't know if you noticed, but the top receiver up here, right before that play, number 82, he just started walking.
He did that a couple.
He kind of just turned before the snap. And he kind of just randomly moved. It should have been movement there. I think it might have shocked the referee that it kind of, what's he doing?
I was going to say, there's all kinds of movement.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get a hard count to see if we would show the defense. Then they would make a call, but outsmarted themselves and jumped. They backed up another 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 17. Ball placed at 43. Pass down the middle, almost intercepted twice. I think Tyrone Floyd may have gotten a finger on it that slowed it down, and can't tell if that was Xavier Harris that might have had an opportunity. The ball kind of fell at his feet. Or no, it was Akeem Winston.
Akeem, yeah.
It was Akeem.
He almost looked shocked that it had gotten back there to him.
Right.
Like he thought.
Might have just gone right through the hands of Floyd, but
It looked like it, yeah. Both of them there to make the play.
3rd down and long. Robinson back to pass, looks to his left, throws it to no one in particular out of bounds. There wasn't a receiver in the area. There wasn't.
Grounding, right? In the tackle box, no receiver in the area. I know it went past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but you know what was crazy about that was it wasn't like he was under pressure. He just went straight back and threw it out of bounds, like he gave up on the play very quickly. That was a strange look.
I think we all are. I'm not really sure what else you have to do to.
I don't know if he thought here's another substitution issue.
Clock's at 2.
And they're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, that's 50.
It's still.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still not. What are we doing?
Play a game now. So a rocky start for the Blue Devils. After a nice run, got them to the 50-yard line. They've gone back on each play. 4th and about 20. Here's the punt. Going to be another flag thrown on the play. Ball takes a bounce out around the 30-yard line. Make that the 28-yard line. But still check the flag back here on the line of scrimmage. It's probably some type of illegal formation. Legal formation, and the Leopards are going to accept that penalty.
They're going to make them kick it
Make
again.
them punt it again, back them up 5 more yards.
Bit of a wild start to the second half.
A lot of penalties, a lot of stoppages in play. We start 15 to 20 minutes late, so a lot of the games around town, I'm looking at the scoreboard online, and games are late in the 3rd quarter, beginning in the 4th quarter, and we are just getting started here with the second half. 9 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
I can tell you as of now, they have 11 men on the field.
Snap, Leopards coming after it. Stewart unable to get it. Ball bounces. Law doesn't field it. And, a break for the Leopards. That ball was going to continue to bounce, but it was down at the 13-yard line. Ball was at least going to get inside the 10.
I think so.
At least inside the 10. So a break for the Leopards where they're not pinned back any further than they already were.
I thought Samaje was going to come up and field that one. Let's see if the Leopard offense can come out with a little more fire than the Blue Devils did.
Yeah. Leopards were hot and cold offensively in that first half. Reminder that Jason Todd has not played any tonight. Star Leopard running back nursing a foot injury, and the Leopards have decided to be more cautious and not have him play tonight. Samaje Law has come in and filled in and made some nice runs there for the Leopards.
Got him back out at receiver this series.
2nd down and 8. Hand off to Xavier Harris. He breaks into the defensive backfield. Picks up another couple of yards, so it's going to make it 3rd down and a long 5, probably closer to 6. Third down and 6. Play is signaled in. See what they dial up here on 3rd down and 6. 2 backs in the backfield, along with Bernard. Run that trap play. They got Samaje Law. He busts out into the secondary. He's run down, but not before picking up a big gain out to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 10. First time we've seen that tonight. A little bit of
I like that. Nice little misdirection
play there with 2 backs. And he was able to hit the edge quickly and get up the sideline. Great pursuit from the Escambia County players to bring him down at the 45, but Leopards in good shape. 1st and 10. Hand off to Xavier Harris again. He's tripped up. Had a little bit of space to the left. He was looking to make that cutback and kind of tripped over his lineman's foot. They're going to mark him really no gain. Well, maybe loss of a football.
That's right.
Loss of the length of the football,
loss of
maybe.
About 8 inches there.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 and a half. 7:09 remaining in the 3rd. Leopards leading 16-0. Bernard, play action fake, looking for Winston down the sideline, overthrows him. Really good coverage there by number 1, Jaden James. He's got a couple of really nice kickoff returns, a punt return. Terrific athlete, and he was step for step there with Akeem Winston. Akeem was trying to fight him off, trying to create some separation, unable to. So that brings up 3rd down and 10. Leopards converted a 1st down on 3rd and 6 earlier in the drive. See if they can convert on 3rd down here. A little out pass. Trying to hit Samaje Law, but no chance for him to make that catch. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And once again, Carter Lewis on the field to punt for the Leopards. 6:50 remaining. Leopards lead 16-0. I remind you, we'll be back at Lamar Harrison Stadium next week. So the Jackson Aggies, the number 1 team in 4A, defending state champions, travel down to Mobile for a region matchup. Carter Lewis gets a hold of that one, gets it to spin and turn over. Ball kicks up at the 15. Checks up around the 18-yard line. And Escambia County will take over again. 6 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And the referee going to go ahead and on this change of possession, call the mid-quarter timeout. I believe we may go through about another week of this. Usually it's about the first 3 or 4 weeks, and then they stop that.
Gotcha.
But I don't think the temperature's going down any. Looking at the forecast, looks like it's going to be pretty hot, and no rain in the forecast for the next 10 days, at least what I saw yesterday. So.
All right. It's a
First and 10 for Blue Devils. Robinson back to pass. Looking for his man, had his man Shamarian Matthews, who had a couple of catches on the night, unable to corral that one in. Brings up second down and 10.
got a little bunch formation up there.
Robinson looks to his left, over the middle. He's got his man.
Oh, man.
Shamarian Matthews had beaten the linebacker, was in front of the safety. Robinson put that one right on his hands, and Matthews unable to corral it.
I think, man, if he puts that ball in front of him.
Yeah, if he puts the ball in front of him,
that's bad news.
yeah.
But he's
he had to check back on it, but it was
It still was.
he didn't really have to reach
No,
behind him. It
no.
still hit him right between the numbers. He'd have to check up. I'm sure Matthews tell you he should have had that ball.
For sure, yeah, he was frustrated with himself there.
Third and 10. Matthews back to pass once again.
I think that's got to be grounding. It's got to be.
He's not in the tackle. He's not outside the tackle
He's
box.
in the tackle box. Good
Yeah.
grief.
He's in the tackle
day.
box. He just threw the ball to the ground. I mean, that's
Nobody anywhere close to the area.
yeah.
The referee was.
And what was interesting, looking from this angle, he had a crease where he might have could have run upfield.
I thought he was about
and
to.
there was nobody there. Thus the intentional grounding where he threw it. He should have run through there, but
yeah, that was your running lane.
That was his running lane, but gave up on it quickly, and so that's going to be fourth down and forever once again inside the 10-yard line. Another punting situation for Escambia. Nobody running on the field at this point.
Let's count the blue helmets just to be sure.
Ball is low snap. He's able to get it away. Kind of a low line drive. Law lets it.
That's tough to field.
Yeah,
those low ones
that
like
is.
that.
You're going to have good position. That ball is bouncing 17 different ways.
Right.
So 6 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Not a whole lot happening in the first 6 minutes of the second half, to be honest with you.
No. Is that Xavier back there in the backfield again?
I believe it is.
So.
It'll be first and 10 for the Leopards. Bernard. Once again, the snap goes off of his hands, and he's just fortunate to get back to that. You know, the snap, it wasn't terribly high, but it's almost like he's trying to get it too quick and bring it down.
Pulling those hands down a little fast. But.
So another negative play for the Leopards. Going to result loss of about 11. So that's going to bring up second down and 21. One of the one good things about that play was it was not an incomplete pass. so at least we run some time off the clock.
Right.
Up 16 to nothing
That's right.
in this first half of the third quarter that has
Eternal.
been sloppy with a lot of stoppages in play.
Oh, just a little over his head.
Yeah, he had it. He had a great block from Hakeem.
Yep.
Right there. We make that pass. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, I think so.
Landon
He had
Gardner
Landon leading the
was
way
his
for
escort out in front, ready to take on any defender.
tell you this, to give Hakeem a pat on the back. As a former offensive lineman, it is always a thing of beauty to see a wide receiver laying on a block.
Oh, yeah.
And just staying with it. And he had that man
did.
the whole play.
He was. He's doing his job. And
Absolutely.
handoff goes to Xavier Harris.
A little bit of a conservative play
Yeah,
there
yeah,
on
with
that third down.
Third down
I
and
see
20.
it.
That brings up fourth down and another 3 and out for the Leopards. Carter Lewis once again to punt. Jaden James, electric athlete for Escambia County, back deep to receive. Lewis, good punt, turns over, he takes it at the 25.
Hang on to it, Nick.
Brought down by Nicholas Grove.
Great play.
Fantastic
Great play.
coverage by Nicholas Grove, tackling Jaden James in space. First and 10 for the Blue Devils, 4:17 remaining in the third quarter. The Leopards lead 16 to nothing. Handoff to,
Big hole.
yeah,
Ooh, good stick.
Carson Stiles came up and stuck Lamarion Arnold. Arnold's best carry of the night. He picks up 13 yards on that play.
He saw that cutback lane and he hit it quick.
He did. That's going to bring up first and 10. Ball placed at the 42-yard line. Got his man out there, and Matthews bobbled the ball but was able to corral it back in, and he's going to have another first down. So back-to-back first down plays for the Blue Devils. Gets the ball across the Leopard 50 into Leopard territory. Another tough run. Akeem Winston with the tackle of Lamarion Arnold, but nice pickup on first down for the Blue Devils. They give him 7, maybe 6. Second down and 6. Ball at the Leopard 42. Down the sideline, he's got his man. He's open. He's into the Leopard secondary, but he fumbles the ball. It's knocked loose. Leopards dive on it. Who comes up with it in the end zone? The Leopards do. Carson Stiles.
That's a heads-up play right there.
Able to make that play. You know, Robinson had his man down the sidelines. KJ Taylor, I believe it was. And kind of a busted coverage there.
Yeah.
Either the corner should not have let him, not have sent him on, or the safety didn't get over the top. There's somebody missed that. But the Leopards stuck with it, made the tackle in space, and the turnover. You know, and that's the thing that's really killed the Blue Devils tonight.
Absolutely.
It's been huge turnovers.
That's crazy. That was probably the biggest offensive play that they had.
Right, of the night. Yeah.
Immediately. But it can happen that fast.
So Leopards take back over.
Smaje back at the
Yeah, they got
running
Law
back
back in
position.
at tailback, and he picks up 2. Clock running at 3:22 remaining in the third quarter. Leopards still hold a 16-0 lead. Taking advantage of 3 Blue Devil turnovers.
I believe that is the second turnover for.
And I don't know if a
Carson,
safety
isn't it?
counts as actually a turnover, but it's like a turnover. What's
Yeah,
that?
That's right. I was saying I think that's the second turnover for Carson Styles.
Yeah, he has an interception and a fumble recovery. Yeah. Another handoff to Law. He carries the pile on. It's going to be close to first down. Probably going to be about a yard shy of the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. Staying on the ground here with Samaje Law, who's done a good job filling in for Jason Todd.
Absolutely.
As we mentioned, Todd out with an injured foot.
See if they give it back to him on this 3rd and short.
Play clock at 6. They just do get it off. Samaje Law breaks it, gets into the secondary. Oh, he's
I
ripped
think we're
down
gonna
by
see
the
a face
face mask.
mask.
They ripped his helmet off. He picks up the first down, but he's also going to get another 15 yards tacked on. He'll be able to stay in the game as the
Well, I'm not seeing. There.
Yeah,
it is.
there's
I was
his
gonna
flag,
say
yeah.
I'm not seeing any yellow, but there definitely should have been.
John Madden would say, there's a helmet on the ground. Hopefully there's not a head in it. Oh. So Law picks up the first down, and then 15 more yards is tacked on, and the Leopards advance the ball out to the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the Leopards lead 16-0. Nar back to pass, a little swing pass to Law. Breaks to the outside, he gets to the sideline, gets up field. He's going to step out around the 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 8. So trying to find a lot of ways to get Law the ball here via the run, and that's pretty much almost like a toss. Toss sweep anymore, that little swing pass.
Yeah.
Was defended pretty well, but he just outran everybody.
I was going to say he got the corner. And
Yeah. Second and 2. Play action fake.
just overthrew it.
Yeah, he overthrew it. He's going for the out route there.
Put that thing on a rope.
Yeah. He's trying to throw that over the linebacker under the safety and overthrew it. And it's fortunate that ball was not picked off by the corner, because the corner came up, let the guy go deep, made a play on the ball.
Oh, what a move.
What a move by Samaje Law, and he's going to pick up the first down.
Just froze that guy in the backfield.
He really
That was a
did.
great play.
They had penetration, and he made a play, made him miss, and able to pick up the first down. Keep the chains moving, keep that clock running.
That's right.
We're a minute 15 remaining in the third quarter. This is very similar to the game last year up at Escambia County. Not a lot of kind of moving up down the field, but just not able to finish a lot of drives. And Dede Gatson open there, makes it.
Oh, what a
Finn
move.
makes a man miss, gets upfield. Ball is stripped.
The ball was out.
It's out, and it looks like Escambia County.
Yep. Gonna be Blue Devil ball.
Yep, it's going to be Blue Devil ball. Nice pass by
That was a heads-up play.
Bernard and a great catch and a nice yards after catch by Gatson to get the first down. But in trying to make those moves, they did a good job of wrestling the ball away from him. And the Blue Devils take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Arnold gets another 10 yards. Nothing there inside, but he bounces it outside and picks up a first down.
Blindside block out
That was close. Yep. So Lamarion Arnold running the football pretty well here in the second half. He takes the handoff, tries to cut it back up the middle, runs into the Leopard linebacker, pulled down from behind by Roosevelt Patterson. Rico Prince in on the play, along with Landon Stewart, Tyrone Floyd. It didn't give him the first down on that first play. It was a second short, so apologize for messing that up. 13 seconds remaining in the quarter. Don't know if they're going to get this play off. They do. And incomplete pass off the hands of Matthews. Clock stops at 4.2 seconds, so we'll have another play before we head to the fourth quarter. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
I wonder where this ranks on the list of longest third quarters in Alabama football history.
It's been pretty lengthy.
Feels like we're going on hour 2 for this third quarter. But here in about 4 seconds, we should be out of it.
Arnold gets the handoff, slips, goes down at the 30-yard line. That'll end the third quarter, and so we go to the fourth quarter. Leopards still leading 16-0. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter action in just a moment. Third down and 10. Bunch formation. Robinson over the middle. He's got his man. Makes the catch, brought down by LaDouglas Jones. Not before. Number 2. Cleo Bolar with the reception. It's going to be a first down. Into Leopard territory. Finally able to kind of connect. They've had some open receivers, and Arnold with the carry. He's dropped by Trey Pitts, and Nicholas Grove in on that tackle along with Rico Prince. Gain of 2, make that 2nd and 8. Just getting started with the fourth quarter. Leopards leading 16-0. Bunch formation again. Looks to his left out of that bunch. Goes over the middle again. looking for his man, kind of laid him out and hung him out to dry. Carson Stiles came up, broke up the pass. Cleo Bolar unable to bring that one in. That'd have been a tough catch. He was kind of extended, and I think he heard the footsteps too. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. It looked like Carson was
They're
coming
down
up
to
to play, make a play on the ball, and then saw the receiver and kind of put his hands out. But man, if he'd had an opportunity to catch that one, that could have been 6 the other way.
Robinson back to pass, looks over the middle once again. He's got his man, KJ Taylor. Makes the catch this time. Hangs on to the ball. Helmet comes off, so he'll take a play off, but that's a 1st down, another 1st down for the Blue Devils. Back inside in the red zone at the 20, and the Leopards, looks like Coach Lawson's gonna call a timeout.
Let's do a little regroup.
Yeah, kind of. They've been able to find some open receivers over the middle. So Coach Lawson going to talk to his defense here. Leopards have not been able to get a really good pass rush on him. Now, one thing, Robinson's been getting rid of the ball pretty quickly, sometimes too quickly, and to no one in particular, and it's resulted in a couple of grounding penalties. But he's been able to get the guys down the field here, down the middle, for some chunks of yards, and that's tough to cover.
I tell you, that's been his favorite area to throw to, with the exception of some of those kind of bubble screens, and then that one play down the field. He's had some guys open across the middle.
He sure has.
Just haven't been able to connect quite as much as they have on this drive. So
1st and 10 inside the red zone. Ball placed at the 19-yard line. Leopards leading 16-0. 10:50 remaining in the 4th quarter. Got a player whose helmet came off, and yes, they've made sure to replace him after the timeout. Robinson joined by Arnold in the backfield. Heads that off to Matthews on the jet sweep. He slips trying to make his cut. He goes back, and he's still hanging up there and fighting, but unable to break away from Rico Prince and Nicholas Grove. They tackle him in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of, guess you're going to give him forward progress. Was stopped to 13, for a 3-yard loss. That's going to be 2nd down and 13. Ball at the 22. Empty backfield set. Robinson looks to pass. Got his man right down the middle. Throws that over the linebacker.
I tell you, it did not look like everybody got set on that play. So
no. Linebacker did not get enough depth on that play. Hand off to Arnold, and he is into the end zone. And so the Blue Devils finally get on the board with 9:38 remaining in the 4th quarter. Able to take advantage. That Leopard turnover. Drive the ball down the field. 16-6.
I don't imagine they're going to go for 2 here,
Yeah, they kind of got the
nice
little unbalanced thing, but they're missing players. Got 4 over here, you got 3 over here. Still got a guy coming onto the field. Still got plenty of time on the play clock.
I'm not really sure when they started the play clock.
Setting it up to kick it. You're going to have to go pretty fast here.
Yeah, they sure are.
But they're going to try to go for 2, run that little screen there, and After all that, the Leopards are unable to stop the play. But
I
they're
was going
going
to say,
yeah, I don't know if that guy got set back there.
I think there might have been too many people in the backfield.
So they're going to talk about it. Legal procedure going to be called
something was
against.
off.
That ball's going to be placed at the 8-yard line, so see if they'll try to kick this or see if they'll go for 2 here. A lot of people coming off and nobody's going on the field. Looks like they're taking the kicking tee off.
So the
Play clock is now started. Now they're going to try to figure out what they're going to need to run, see what kind of personnel they have on the field. Got to figure they may try to go back over the middle again here if they're running a pass pattern.
There's no way they're going to get this off.
No. And they're not going to get the play off. So they're going to be moved back to the 13-yard line. Throwing it up in the end zone. Defended there by DeMarion Gatson. The ball, the attempt is no good. So 9:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Leopards lead 16-6. Only points of the second half that have been scored were on that drive.
That's right.
Leopards have been shut out in the second half to this point. Still a lot of time left.
Yeah, I think the offense needs to hang on to the ball for a little while. Some points would be nice at the end of this drive, but chewing up some clock would also be beneficial. See a nice sustained drive and draw some of that out. But
certainly like to see that. Escambia County set to kick off.
We have 10 men on the field right now.
I think we're only missing one more guy on the front line. No, we got it. Yeah.
Well,
we're going to do it with 10.
Play with 10.
Yeah. Kickoff goes out of bounds. That'll come out to the 35 unless the Leopards make them kick it off again. Looks like the Leopards are going to take the penalty and start first and 10 at the 35.
Got no deep safety here.
No. Ball handed off to Samaje Law. They brought that guy off the corner, and he was able to get in and make the play. I believe that was number 12. Law picks up 2 on the play. Oh, man, that play was blown up from the beginning.
Yeah.
tried to run that little misdirection, and big nose guard shot the gap.
See if they change it up on this third down, but the last 2 times they've had their safeties way up there.
Yeah.
I mean, their last line of defense is on the 41-yard line right now.
I don't know if we're going to get the playoff.
Nope.
We did. We got it all.
Timeout.
Called timeout right before. This has been one of the sloppier games on both sides of the ball for both teams. Both
Right.
offenses have really struggled with personnel, with timing of pace of play. Been very slow to get the calls, and a lot of several delay penalties on both teams, and several timeouts been granted right at the last second.
Just kind of a lack of urgency at times.
There's been
on both teams.
Yeah, very sloppy.
Yeah.
I'm sure both coaching staffs, I'm sure the Leopard coaching staff will take a look at that and look to improve on that. And that's frustrating as a coach. That's the stuff you work on in practice. That's, in terms of pace of play, getting guys out, trying to get them to understand the attention to detail. And it's just not been there tonight. Screenplay, nothing doing there.
Not there at all.
Yeah. Another tackle for loss. And Escambia County has really owned this quarter, on the second half, to be honest with you. And Leopards with another 3 and out, another negative play. Leopards are fortunate to have the 16-6 lead.
Yeah.
Because Escambia County was going in for a touchdown, fumbled the ball in the end zone, then did score. I mean, you're looking at a one-score game here without that play here, close to that. And there's still, 7.5 minutes remaining. Punt by Carter Lewis, picked up by James. He makes 3 men miss, and he breaks it out. Oh, my goodness, what a play. He breaks it into the open. He's going to be tackled from behind.
Got to make those tackles down
I tell you
there.
what a tremendous play by Jaden James.
Yep. Great run, great return.
It's tough to tackle in a phone booth, man. He was
Yeah.
Of course, I say that now, and I think that will probably be lost on most anybody that's younger than me. What is a phone booth? Anyway, Blue Devils in business, 34-yard line, over the middle. He's got his man.
He had him.
Once again, we are having a difficult time locating their receiver in the middle. Thankfully, had a little pressure, and he rushed the throw, and it was overthrown.
I think we got to get some pressure on that quarterback back there.
Yeah, it's going to be second down and 10. That's going to be another penalty on the Leopards. Got him on the hard count again. It's going to bring up second down and 5. Ball placed at the 27-yard line. He's got his man in the flats, makes a man miss, goes backwards, breaks the tackle. He's down to the 10-yard line. Another great play by Cleo Bolar. This is what scares you about, that we talked about with Escambia County. They've got some athletes. They got some guys that can make some plays, and they've hung around. And now they're starting to complete some of those passes they were dropping, and now they're making some players miss.
I was going to say that.
And we've been on the field a bunch the second half as our defense.
That's exactly what I was going to say. We had the defense on the field for most of the second half.
Arnold
so
gets the
they're
carry.
starting to miss tackles, and
He's inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. It's going to be second down and goal. 6 minutes, 45 seconds remaining on the clock. The Leopards leading 16-6. Escambia County trying to make it interesting here, looking to try to go. They tried to go tempo and tried to go quick, and they were not set. And that's going to be backed up 5 yards, so it'll be second and goal from the 8. Ball handed off to Arnold. He's got room on the outside, and he is going to be in the end zone. No flags. Touchdown, Escambia County. Cutting the Leopard lead to 4 at 16-12. See what they'll do on the extra point here. Last time they tried a little trickery and didn't go well, and ended up didn't have the right personnel on the field. Not sure what they're going to do here. Looks like they're going to try to kick the extra point, which would be the right thing to do.
yeah, I think you have to at this point.
I don't know if they're going to get it off. They do.
They're gonna
Try to take it up the middle. The Leopards handle it this time. Attempt is no good. 6 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Leopards now lead by just 4, 16-12. Looks like we're going to take the last heat timeout here at the mid-quarter point of the fourth quarter. Big drive coming up here for the Leopards. They got to be able to try to put some things together here to get a first down, couple of first downs or something to, obviously you'd like to be able to put some points on the board, but right now trying to play the field position game a little bit, not give them a short field and another opportunity, and we can't have a 3 and out here.
No, I definitely got to put some good plays together, and really, I really think points are necessary here. I think you got to have some points. Oh, Jason Todd's going into play.
The first time we see Todd on the field tonight. We told you he's been held out to this point.
He's going to that spot they've been kicking it all night. So.
Yeah. Wonder if Escambia County or their coaches have picked that up to see exactly where he is on the field. So I'm sure all week they had number 2 circled on their scouting report.
I wonder if they go for an onside kick here. Just momentum's going their way. Nope.
They look to kick it deep, kick it over to Law.
Oh, my.
He breaks up the field, gets a great block.
I don't know if you saw it. Landon Stewart just launched a Blue Devil in the air. I mean, launched him in the air.
I saw a guy out of the corner of my eye go flying.
Yes.
And when I heard you say that, I didn't see who hit him and see what it was. I was following a ball carrier, but I'll have to go back and watch that on the replay. Well, Jason Todd is into the game, seeing his first action here with 6:17 remaining in the quarter. They're just going to snap it to him, and he's going to go, and he's going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage, but he gets 3 yards on his own.
Defensive line is still getting good penetration.
Yeah, and at this point, too, with him running that with no quarterback, they're going to load everybody up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're coming after us.
Bring in their heavy package and
Don't know if we've got something in there for some type of little pass play out of this. This would be the time to do it if they're Come a bit. Unbelievable.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Jason Todd all the way. Touchdown, Leopards.
That young man is stoked.
That doesn't tell you what a difference number 2 makes. That's it right there.
He is a special young man. On
Being
the
able
field
to get
and
to
off
that,
the field.
being able to get to that second level, breaks the first tackle, and he's gone. And
I'll tell you this right
wow.
now. I think he's been on the sideline pushing to get on the field the entire night.
I think he has. He's been staying loose the whole night. He's been staying ready, and I think he said, "It's time for me to get on the field. I think I'm gonna be all right."
And
he looked really good. And the Leopards lead 22-12. So exactly what we talked about. Needed points, and when you saw number 2 out on the field, you thought there's going to be a pretty good chance that we get some points or at least run some clock. And
points are always good.
So that's about one carry, 55 yards, and or 2 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown for Jason Todd. What a tremendous young man and special to watch.
Absolutely.
Carter Lewis ready to kick off. Gets into this one. This one's not going to be returned.
That's gonna be a touchback.
Yeah. That's what we needed because James was ready to get that. He's ready to go.
He was booking it.
He was. He was trying to. He tried to even jump. I think when he caught that to try to stay out of the end zone or whatever. And I don't blame him.
No,
I don't blame him.
No, because he showed.
If I had his ability, he wants to go.
Yeah.
He wants to go, and so that's a big for the Leopards there, not allowing him to give them good field position and to get going. So 5:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Leopards extend the lead back to 22-12. Robinson back to pass. He's looking over the middle. He's throwing deep and high over the middle. It's Carson Stiles with another interception. Second of the night.
Way to be there.
Carson Stiles with 2 interceptions and a fumble return, or a fumble recovery.
So we got to get this defense one of the turnover belts or something. Because it would have been going to that young man time and time again tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's been huge. Been back there, where he needs to be, and so Leopards 5:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. Jason Todd once again back into the ball game. Takes the carry. Unable to break that first tackle. Has been run out of bounds. Ball to the 31-yard line. It's about a pickup of 4. It's going to be second down and 6. Clock stops at 5:13. Todd with the carry.
Good move.
breaks a tackle, spins, falls over the 25-yard line, picks up the first down. That'll move the chains. Keep that clock running, under 5 minutes remaining. Leopard's going to run as much of this play clock as they possibly can. It's under 12 right now. Probably snap it at about 2 or 3. Falls around the left side, breaks a tackle, brought down just outside the 23-yard line.
I think they're going to let that clock run and run and run.
Clock now right at 4 minutes remaining. 10 seconds left on the game clock, or on the play clock. Todd takes a snap up the middle, breaks a tackle, spins out of it, pushes ahead. It's going to be just short of the first down, probably about a half a yard. It's going to bring up a third down. Going to be third down and short. Clock continues to run, under 3 minutes, 30 seconds. They'll be able to take it down another 20 seconds or so. So this snap will be taken at about 3 minutes remaining in the game. Todd takes a snap, able to get inside, keeps running.
Play should be dead. Took his helmet off.
They did take his helmet off.
Seems like there should be. Not really sure how his helmet came off, but
probably going to move Samaje Law into the same spot. So Law's going to be back in the Wildcat, and he'll take the snap.
Yeah.
2:48 remaining.
Yeah, they're going to tell him to let that play clock run down as much as possible. They reset it.
Oh, they did reset it. So, yeah, there's still 15 seconds on the play clock. Game clock is at 2:35. Ball takes a snap. He's got room to the outside. Breaks a tackle, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds just inside. Marked down at the 2-yard line. That stops the clock, but he gets him down to the 2-yard line. It brings up second and goal from the 2 with 2:19 remaining. Escambia County has their timeouts, but they've chosen not to take them.
Yeah. Wondering what that's about, but
well, they don't need to on that play. It was out of bounds, but beforehand.
That's true.
Samaje takes on the tackler.
Great run.
Drives into the end zone.
He wanted that one. He wanted every bit of it.
That's gonna
good for him.
Put the Leopards up 29 to 12. 2:13 remaining. Carter Lewis on to attempt the extra point. Extra point is blocked.
Yeah, they got back there in a hurry.
They did. 29-12, the Leopards lead. pulling away here a little bit late. Score's not going to be really indicative of how that second half went.
No.
You know, and to be fair, you know, this is Israel's first start.
Yes.
The offense is kind of I mean, he only started practicing on Monday.
Right.
So he's only had
he's
only had a week of practice. He's only been cleared to practice in pads and running that offense, plus not having the luxury of having one of the best backs.
Oh yeah.
You know, around back there with him, and so I think he's going to continue to improve.
Absolutely.
And see that and those things. So we saw some flashes of some really nice stuff.
Absolutely.
Touchdown
That's
pass
exactly
and
what I was gonna
made
say.
a nice pass out to Day one time, and so.
Yeah, I was going to say we've seen some, like you said, flashes of great plays and everything. I think some more reps and some more practice, and especially when Jason gets healthy and you got your backfield 100%,
Right.
we might see some improvement for sure.
Carter Lewis kicks it off once again deep into the end zone. That's a touchback. No run back. Carter Lewis been a busy man tonight.
He has.
Been a lot busier than he's been all year in terms of at least punting. And now he's been busy all year kicking the ball off
for sure.
and kicking extra points, but
he's going to need some electrolytes after this game for sure.
2:13 remaining. Past the 10 o'clock hour on a Friday night. Escambia County has moved the ball pretty well this half. Got a little razzle-dazzle here, yeah.
Not much
Leopards
there.
all over that, but Cleo Bollard's going to make a play out of it. Makes about 5 guys miss. He's still on his feet. And what looked to be stopped in the backfield is going to be a first down. We're looking to run the little halfback option pass. Under 2 minutes remaining. Leopards lead 29-12. Arnold breaks off a run of about 9 yards. Going to bring up second down and 1. Clock under a minute 30. Timeout on the field, minute 5 remaining.
Joey, I know we've still got a minute left, but, I mean, if you were choosing a player of the game for tonight, who are you looking at? I think it's tough to choose just one.
Yeah, on the defensive side of the ball, Carson Stiles has come up big. He made some great plays, and
but I think you have to give credit to Samaje.
I think Samaj's been the guy. We were struggling, not getting much going, and then when he got in the backfield,
absolutely,
he made some tough runs, made some things happen there, and really got us going. And
tack on an interception to boot with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been a spark tonight for sure. But
I would agree with you 100%. Throws it out in the flat to Arnold. He's going to pick up the first down, be tackled out of bounds. He gets into Leopard territory. The ball at the 46, under a minute remaining, 56.8 seconds. Marion Arnold's got a lot of action here in the second half. Did get a lot of action in the first half, but down the middle, he's got his man. Matthews goes up, makes the catch.
He comes up a little limpy there.
Yeah. Went up, made that catch. Under 45 seconds remaining. Leopards lead 29-12. Out in the flats to Matthews. Down the sidelines. Stays in bounds, and I guess they're going to mark him out just, well, all the way down at the 5-yard line. So, Escambia County still trying to get in the end zone. Looks like somebody went down for the Leopards down there. Or was it for Escambia? Somebody down in that corner.
It looks like a Blue Devil down there.
Yeah.
It's that number 7. Yeah, it's
He may have kind of jumping like he's got a cramp, I think.
that's Matthews.
Yeah.
He's come up funny a couple times.
Yeah.
The last couple drives, so I'm hoping that's all it is just a
I tell you what,
cramp.
he just hopped that 50 yards faster than I can run.
No doubt.
Are you kidding me? That was impressive. Did you see that?
The whole way.
I did too. I was watching. He's not. He actually sped up.
I was like, nobody's gonna go help. Nope, he's
outrunning
faster.
everybody. He's faster than anybody. He was hopping on one foot.
My goodness. I don't know that I ever could have done it that fast. Like, after I'm being honest, that's
Arnold with the carry up the middle. He finds there, and he's going to go into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Blue Devils. So they tack on a late touchdown here.
making it interesting.
They are making it interesting. 29-19.
I tell you.
Get the 2-point conversion here. Get the onside kick. It's not over yet.
I think you're going to see the Hands team here in just a second.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm interested to see what they do with this 2-point conversion here, too.
Yeah, they're going to actually line it up and try to run a play.
They've only got 3 seconds on the play clock.
And it looks like there's 12 on the field. Yeah, legal substitution. Yeah. Which is, yeah.
That's par for the course. I think.
That's been par for the course for the night. Unfortunately for the Blue Devils. So here's the 2-point conversion. Cleo Bolar finds his man in the back of the end zone, but he drops it. He had his man in the end zone. It was that close to completing that. So 29-19. 22 seconds remaining.
Not a fan of that at all.
All right. Looks like we might get an onside kick here. And we do. He gets the bounce.
Andrew Bell.
Andrew Bell. Not often you see a number 50 on the hands team, but not often do you see a number 50 at 175 pounds. So playing on an offensive line. Maybe I give him 180.
And you know what? Hey, happy birthday to Andrew Bell.
Is it his birthday?
Yeah.
How about that? I'll make sure to tell him at church on Sunday. Happy belated birthday.
Making a great play.
All right, 21 seconds. Victory formation here, one snap, and we'll be out of here. Well, it's been a long night, but the Leopards come away with a victory, 2-0 in the region. Buckle it up next week as the Jackson Aggies come to town. Look forward to that. Look forward to bringing that to you here on the MCS Network. For Casey Crawford, Paxton Smolka, this is Joey Adams. Hope you have a great night, and go Leopards.